Was Black Ops 4 Zombies really as bad as people say? Was it really the worst thing on this earth? The biggest cancer to zombies? Was Black Ops 4 Zombies that bad? No, I don't think so. It wasn't the best, but it wasn't as bad as everyone's saying it is. And I'm just here to talk about Black Ops 4 Zombies and just all the positives, all the negatives about it, and everything. We're gonna go through all of that in this video. So if you happen to enjoy this, leave a like on this video, subscribe if you're new. Let's jump into this video. Let's go. So one of the main things that people like to talk about when referring to Black Ops 4 Zombies is how there weren't any factions. Factions never came to fruition. It was promised last year in May of 2018 about how we're gonna get this cool little game mode thing or faction type of thing that they would add the zombies to spice it up, to add more like rewards you can earn throughout the game. And that never came. Never happened. Nothing even close to that came. Contracts happen. We got daily contracts so you can earn supply drops or reserves. So that was nice, but that was the only thing that ever came of it. It's presumed that factions would have been that, but times like 10 maybe, to where you can earn even more rewards like reserves or more XP, or maybe even character outfits that never came. All that stuff was promised, but it never happened. Now, I wouldn't even be upset about it. I really don't care about factions, to be completely honest. I would have not cared at all, though, if they just would never have promised it in the first place. If they never said, oh yeah, later this year, factions are coming. Because there's so many times throughout the year after Black Ops 4 came out where it's like, when factions come, it's like, oh, it's coming in their next title update, or it's coming in their next operation, and it never happened. And a lot of people got really upset about that. So, one thing that made Black Ops 4 Zombies just not do as well as the other previous installments of Zombies is just the fact that nothing that was promised really came out in the end. And it was kind of a shame how that worked out. But let's talk about the game. What did we get at launch? What were we given in the game? So, Black Ops 4 Zombies drops with 4 maps, 3 on disc, 1 DLC. Classified is the DLC map, the remake of 5 with more areas. Blood of the Dead, remake of Mob the Dead, but even more different with even more areas. Voyage of Despair, a map set on the Titanic, and 9 set in a Roman Colosseum. Now everyone hates on some of these maps that we got on launch, and I just want to quickly discuss just a few of them. Voyage is not a favored map, because it's just so freaking huge. It's kind of bland, where every room pretty much looks the same. There's not really much area to train. It's just not like the best map, especially with the Easter egg. Everyone in the whole freaking world loves 9. I don't see it. I really don't know how you can like that map. But people like that map. That's fine. Everyone hates Blood of the Dead. Everyone hates on Blood of the Dead so much, and I just don't understand. Blood of the Dead is a solid map. I don't know why people don't realize that. But regardless, everyone doesn't like Blood of the Dead. No one likes Blood of the Dead. Except for the few people, the minority, like me. They don't like the map. That's like, oh, they didn't live up to Mob. It's not the same as Mob the Dead. Didn't live up to Mob the Dead. Nah. Regardless, that's what everyone says. And then Classified. Classified everyone likes. Simple map. Fun map. Good map to chill on. But with the release of these maps, no one would have thought right away that with the Ether storyline we'd be getting remakes only, and then no one really knew that the Chaos story was gonna keep continuing for as long as they did at least, or no one even knew that Dead of Night was gonna be a prequel. It was just a strange time for everything. But when this game came out, no one expected there to be so much stuff that they added into Zombies from the previous installment. Black Ops 1 Zombies, or World at War Zombies, kept it simple. You know, you kill zombies, boom. They added perks in the next following maps. That's it. And they added the Pack Punch and Durice. In Black Ops 1, they didn't recycle anything crazy. It's the same stuff. Perks. They added new perks with each coming map. Pack Punch is still there. An inclusion of Easter eggs. That's it. They didn't do anything too crazy from World at War other than include Easter eggs and new perks. Black Ops 2 rolls around. Easter eggs are back again. There's like a weird ranking system that no one really freaking understood at the time. New perks with every map. It was still the same thing. And then Black Ops 3 rolls around. New maps, new perks, to a degree. Widow's Wine, really. But new perks. New system with the Gobblegums. And then Easter eggs are still even better with boss fights. And then Black Ops 4 comes around, and you think it would push the progression even further, but when you really look at it, there's nowhere else they could have really gone other than doing what they did, which is the big thing that no one likes with this game, is changing the perk systems. They got rid of the traditional perks of Jug, Speed Cold, Double Tap, Quick Revive, Stamina Up. Every perk is gone. Some of them have returned, but all the old perks that you would normally use, like Jug and all that, they're gone. Instead, they added 16 or so perks at launch. They were all different. They gave their own effects, and when combined together, they make your whole system different. You know, you'd have 4 perks you can choose from before the match starts. And they were just trying to innovate, trying to make sure that no one uses the same perks every game. Because that was the thing with the past games. Everyone would just kind of run Jug. Playing any game of zombies, you need Jug for you can get those extra hits. If you're in solo, you kind of need Quick Revive. If you're playing just to kill zombies, you kind of need Double Tap so you can do more damage. And then Speed Cold is just to reload faster. So everyone would always pick the same 4 perks. And of course, you know, there's gobblegums like that in Black Ops 3. And in the other games, you can earn perks in other ways too. So you can have even more perks. But regardless, when there's only 4 perks, everyone would only pick the same 4 perks, which is the default 4: Jug, Speed Cold, Double Tap, and Quick Revive. Those were the best freaking perks. Those were the first perks, and they're still the best to this day. But Treyarch's like, hey, let's switch it up. And what they end up doing is pretty much the same effect. Let me tell you, they added all these new perks, and they're cool. A lot of them are cool. Some of them are freaking stupid. But look, guess what? I use the same 4 perks every single match. No matter what. They didn't change anything for me. I can't speak for everyone, obviously. But for me, as a hardcore player, I use the same freaking perks all the time. I run Quick Revive in my modifier. I have Victorious Tortoise somewhere in my lineup. Dying Wish or something. Time Slip or something. And then Widow's Wail or Winter's Wail. That's it. Or even having Secret Sauce. Just freaking spice it up every now and then. Otherwise, that's it. I'm running the same freaking perks all the time because there's really no need for me to have the other perks when I found my sauce, you know, something that fits me perfectly. I know a lot of people like the new perk system, and don't get me wrong, I think it's fine. But what they should have really done, I think everyone would have honestly enjoyed this a little bit more because it would have made zombies a little bit more different, is having it split between the stories. You know how, because like the perks are shared between the story, because you know you have a new system, you have to include in everything. What they could have just done originally is just have the new perk system with the new health system too, because you have 4 hits always until you die. They could have had all that in the Chaos story, okay? New system, all the vapors and all that. You can keep it there. And then in the Ether story, old perk bottles, you know, all the old perks back in the game. And it's a Black Ops 3 system, essentially. If they could have just done that, oh my god, I think everyone would have been fine with that. I think everyone would have been cool with that. I still think people wouldn't have liked the Chaos story as much because, oh, this new perk system's dumb, and everyone would be complaining about it, but I think everyone would prefer that more. Because then you can really choose, alright, do I really want to play the Ether, or do I want to play Chaos? And with this game, if you didn't get the DLC, like from the Season Pass, if you didn't get the Season Pass and get classified, you're pretty much stuck with just Blood of the Dead, and Chaos and 9, and Voyage and 9, that's it. That's all you get. So they're really pushing the Chaos story, which was another thing that hindered this game. The Chaos story, it's a fine story for what we got so far. I'm sure they're going to continue in some way. If not, maybe they won't. Who knows? But what we got for it, it wasn't terrible. But no one wanted this. Believe me, I would love to take the whole Chaos story away just to give more development time to the Ether story, to really give us more new stuff. I would have been totally fine if we didn't get 9 Voyage and all those maps. If we didn't get any of those maps and instead they were new Ether maps, I still would be fine with the remakes that we got. But if they were mixed with new stuff as well, I think everyone would prefer that more. But because we only got remakes in the Ether, everyone's just super salty about that. And I understand that entirely. But Treyarch, man. Another thing that kind of ruined zombies in a sense, at least this year, was the fact that zombies wasn't really replayable. Zombies was never calling you back to play the game, you know? But everyone still did because it was just fun and fresh with each game. Black Ops 2, I think that was my most played COD Zombies. Black Ops 3 was my most favorite COD Zombies just because there's just so much you can do in it. And I always went back and play it, even if I wasn't even progressing or anything. With Black Ops 3, with that progression system where you level up and prestige and zombies, probably the best thing ever. I loved just leveling up in general because all the rewards I would get is so nice. And then this game rolls around and you think they'd even step it up a little bit, but it felt like they went back. They really went back with Black Ops 4 because the mass prestige systems reward, like you'd get new emblems and stuff like that in Black Ops 3. In this game, you get new emblems, but not really anything too unique. The only unique thing that was really there that was new was the Black Ops 2 rankings perks emblem things with the skulls and all that. That was the only thing they added to prestiging in Black Ops 4. Otherwise, there's really no point to doing it. So every day I'd get on, I have no really purpose to do anything. And it was like that for a while until they added the tier skips. But then, after they did that, all I ever did was just play zombies once for an hour just to get the tier skip stuff done. Then I'd stop playing it. In the past, I would always just play zombies over and over again. I'd be like, alright, let me go for high rounds. Let me do this. Let me do that. Always enjoyed doing it, especially doing the Easter eggs in Black Ops 3. I love doing them because after I was done, I get all the perks. They weren't permanent, but I'd get all the perks and it'd be more worth it to do it. In this game, you do the Easter eggs, all you get is a cutscene and the game ends. I wish the game would have kept going. I would love to have all perks. That'd be cool. It'd be more worth it to play the Easter eggs in these games. But for this game, all the Easter eggs have been for me is just I do it once and then I'm done. Don't really do it ever again unless I need to get clips for a video or something. So this game was just really not replayable. Nothing really irked me to play more. It could be a result of me just being older. At the time when Black Ops 3 came out and Black Ops 2, I was a lot younger. I was in school, didn't have really much responsibilities. Now that I'm an adult, Black Ops 4 came around. I was busy doing other things. Couldn't play the game much, but I still did. It just didn't feel the same though. Maybe because I'm older. I don't know if anyone else can relate. Maybe that's why I feel kind of weird about the game. But it just didn't feel replayable. Nothing ever felt like I needed to play the game more. Only thing that really had me playing the game at launch a lot was just getting every gun gold and diamond, which I did do. Pretty much every DLC weapon up to now, except for the AN-94 and the VMP, because I don't have them unlocked. I have every weapon gold, because I have every weapon in the game, essentially, other than those two. And any future ones that come out, because I don't freaking know. I think they're adding more. I like what they did in Zombies, where they added the weapons to the box. You know, regardless of you even having it unlocked or not, you could get it. And they said you couldn't get progression on your weapon if it wasn't unlocked, but that was kind of wrong, because you really could. Because I have the AN-94 and all the VMP, I have all their headshot challenges done, yet I don't have the weapon unlocked. And I have all the levels for the weapons already. Despite not having it unlocked, I just can't equip attachments, so they kind of were wrong and lied. I don't know. But yeah, the addition of microtransactions, stuff like that, really kind of ruined the game, especially because the elixirs. Let's talk about that real quick. The elixirs were a huge downgrade from Black Ops 3's Gobblegums. They, I think, were a little better at launch for a while until they patched them and made it that you can't use them so frequently. Especially the classic ones, so you just be stuck using the actual good ones, like the rares and commons and all that, because you could use them once per round rapidly, really quick. The classics, they take forever to recharge. That whole thing they did there kind of ruined the game, at least for the microtransaction side, because pretty much yeah, you gotta use the new stuff where you can actually do good. Just like how Black Ops 3 was. Black Ops 3's Gobblegums were insane, but the game was still fun without it. I played the game all the time without using my OP Gobblegums. I still have 80 perkaholics that I just don't use because I'm just a freaking hoarder. That's what I am. In a freaking game. A virtual game. Something I can't physically... Regardless, the addition of the elixirs in the game, I didn't like how they were implemented in the sense that they took up your entire freaking D-pad. If maybe you could dedicate 1 or 2 elixirs maybe to the D-pads instead of having all 4, I feel like the whole movement of zombies would have been a lot better, because they also did another thing, which was removing tactical weapons or tactical grenades. And in the past, you could have your default grenade, and then from the box, you'll get the monkeys, which would be your tactical grenade. So your right bumper would be grenade, left bumper would be your monkey. But now in this game, they removed that entirely. Your shield is your left bumper, which is really freaking weird. I think they did that because multiplayer, you heal with the left bumper. So it's we can't heal on zombies, so you need a shield. That whole thing is freaking stupid. I wish they left it in the D-pad like how they did in Black Ops 3. If they had just copied Black Ops 3 and just called it Black Ops 4, it would have been fine. But they did not do that at all. Multiplayer, yeah, they did that pretty much. But Black Ops 3 Zombies, there's no trace of it here in Black Ops 4, which is a shame. I think the game could have been so much better if they did do that, but they didn't. And another thing real quickly, I feel like I'm just talking about negatives, but there's a lot of negatives with this game, which is unfortunate. They changed another thing that really didn't need to be changed, but I can kind of see why they did it, and that's the point system. Instead of being 10 points per hit, and then, like you knife a zombie, it's 130 points for killing them. It's 50 or 60 if you just do a body shot, 100 if you kill them head. Instead of having it like that, now it's just like based off of damage. So let's say you shoot a zombie a bunch of times and he dies. That in total will be 120 points or whatever it is, or 90 points it will be. You get a headshot on the zombie. If you kill a zombie with a headshot, 120. Kill a zombie with a knife, 150. Doesn't matter what your gun is though. You don't get points for doing just little shots every now and then. It's all just damage on one zombie. So once you've done enough damage to a zombie, you can't really gain more points to him until he's dead. I don't like how they did that. It kind of ruins the whole, strategy of like, oh hey, let me be smart about myself and let me just shoot him in the leg a couple times and then knife him. That ruins that whole aspect of zombies that I think everyone really was used to. And they just changed it. They just changed so much. Why did they do this? Just leave it alone. Just leave it the way it is. You don't need to change this stuff, but they did. And it just a lot of stuff they changed. But let's talk about some positives. The new Rush game mode. I think that's a really fun game mode. I really enjoy that. Whenever I play it, it's a good game mode to play for getting just camo challenges done or just getting headshots. It's a good game mode. It's not really too replayable because everything kind of gets the same after a while. It gets kind of frustrating too because there's only 3 hits in Rush for some reason. They never updated it. So it's just like how it was when the game launched where you had 3 hits before you downed. That's not fun at all, but regardless, Rush is fine. And then Gauntlets came out, and let me tell you, Gauntlets were cool for like the first day, and then I got sick of it. It's not fun. Some of the challenges you get are so freaking stupid and obscure that why would I want to do it? It's like, you need to go stand in this corner for 10 seconds and kill at least 5 zombies, and if you don't, you're dead, it's over. That's not a challenge, but it's pretty much like that. It's just really dumb challenges. Why the frick would you expect it? I never liked it. I know a lot of people did. Good for you. I did not like it, but I think Gauntlets were a positive in a sense because it was something new to play. It's just a shame we didn't get any more new, at least at this current point, which is November 2nd, 2019. Nothing past this point that I know of that has been added to the game, which is unfortunate. I think we would have been a lot better if we had more things, but we just didn't. We got given what we did not expect. We were promised a lot, but we did not get what we got. But let's lastly, before I end this, because I feel like I've just been talking about negative, let's talk about the positives I want to talk about, which is the maps. I think these maps, in terms of story in this game, were a lot better than, let's say, Black Ops 1. And Black Ops 2 to a degree, because that story was kind of weird for a bit, because it was like, oh, this is a story, and then we have the side story of the prison, and then and then it's the sequel to the story, and then we got a reboot. It's just kind of weird. And then Black Ops 3 story, I think that story's fine. I know people are like, oh, Revelation. I think it's fine. This game, I think its storytelling and whatnot is a lot better. The cutscenes, they really give you more oomph. You really feel for the characters, especially in Blood of the Dead's ending. I think that was the most bummer ending for anyone ever. More bummer than Tog, which is weird. And I think the storyline for Chaos, for what we got, I think it's fine. Like I said, would prefer if it would have been an Ether, a little bit more fleshed out Ether, or if the Chaos story was just in the Ether story, but in another spot, you know what I mean? Like in a galaxy far, far away. If they could have just done that, another freaking timeline far, far away, would have been fine with that. But I don't know. But the maps that we did get, let's talk about the maps that we got through the cycle for the season. So the way this game worked was there was no traditional season pass and map pack thing. You couldn't buy map packs individually. It was all part of just the Black Ops Pass, which is just a fancy way of saying season pass. strict season pass. So everything is in there. You have to buy the whole $50 to get everything. For what we got for this season, DLC 1, Dead of the Night, okay map, not bad, could be better, but not terrible. Kind of a rocky start, but fine. Ancient Evil comes out, knocks it out of the park, pretty solid map, good. Alpha Omega comes out, DLC 3, solid map. I think it knocks it out of the park. A little issues every now and then, but it's a good map. And then Togdertoten comes out. I think it knocks it out of the park in terms of the map flow and the gameplay. In terms of story, people still think it could have been better. Transit Crew kind of ruined it, because why the frick would you have the Transit Crew at the end of in the ending of Zombies? That's still my thought to this day. Why the frick would you do that? If you could have just done what you didn't. You should have just done. You did an Alpha Omega, but you should have done it in Togdertoten. Okay, real quick before we continue. If they would have just done the Transit Crew in Alpha Omega and then and Ultimus and Primus in Tog, I would have been fine with that. I 100% would have been way better about it. But no, we have it way different. We have it backwards, and that's freaking stupid. But this game season, regardless of the maps, they were great. What we got. I know it's not what people wanted or expected, but it's what we were given. And to answer the question from before, was Black Ops 4 Zombies the worst? Was it freaking terrible? No, it wasn't. I think to new players who never experienced Zombie before, this is a good game for you because you can really enjoy this new system. For hardcore players, it's kind of like, okay, this is new, but as soon as we're done here, I'm going back to Black Ops 3. That's kind of how it is for a lot of people. It's unfortunate that the game ended out being the way it is, but we really can't do anything about it. And I would love to hopefully one day see maybe whatever the next Treyarch game is going to be, Black Ops 5, whatever frick it's going to be, what I would love them to do, I think everyone would like this, because I would like this, is you remaster all the Black Ops games, even World at War, I guess, include World at War, into one game. So all those maps in the past games are on there at launch. So it's like, what, 60 plus maps or whatever frick, including Zombies. Okay? And then the season pass season or cycle, whatever frick they do, is new content. Entirely new, not recycled, new stuff, but in this new Black Ops 5 universe type of thing, which is a hodgepodge, whatever you say, of Black Ops. I think that would be cool. Imagine it just being Blackout, but the whole game is like that. So from all versions of everything would be in there. I think everyone would like that a lot more. Are we going to get any more Ether? Probably not. Might be a reboot. I don't really want that. I kind of just wish the story didn't end. But what can you do? But Black Ops 4 Zombies, once again, is this game terrible? Is it the worst freaking thing ever? No. Because I still played it every day. I still got on every day, and I enjoyed it for what we had. Now that it's over, I have stopped playing it. Is it a terrible game? No. But it got me through the year, and I think I enjoyed it more so than anyone else, because I definitely played it more than a lot of people. Not, I'm not like like my boys, the No Thumbs crew. I'm not like them, I didn't freaking play the game that much. But for what it is, for what we got, I think I got my money's worth with the game. It's just a shame that we really didn't get everything else we were promised. But gotta love Activision. Gotta love that. I feel like a problem or something that might have caused the whole Black Ops 4 issue was like when Bungie left Activision from Destiny, because I think a lot of the things from Black Ops 3 and 4 kind of copied from Destiny. I wonder if that had a factor with it at all. I don't know. But regardless, let me know your thoughts. Do you think Black Ops 4 is the worst frickin' Zombies game of all time? It's not. But what do you think? Is it? Let me know in the comments. I'd honestly love to know. What is your rating out of 10 for Zombies on Black Ops 4? I think if I had to give Black Ops 4 Zombies a rating out of 10, I'd give it like a 7. Because Black Ops 3 is like a 9 out of 10. Black Ops 3 is a 10 out of 10. It's the freaking best. Black Ops 2, 9 out of 10, I think. Pretty solid. If we had remastered maps in that game, 10 out of 10. But regardless, I mean, I should say, if we had a Zombies Chronicles type thing in Black Ops 2, that'd be 10 out of 10. But regardless, this game, we'll have to see what comes in the future. There's been rumors of DLC 5 happening in this game. I really don't think it's going to happen after the failure of this game, you could say. But this game wasn't terrible. It really wasn't. And if you're saying that, you're a clown. Okay. But that's it. I have nothing much left to say. Thank you for watching. Sorry it's been such a long video. I just really want to talk about Black Ops 4 Zombies. Give my final thoughts on it, really what I think about it. And I hope you enjoyed or agreed with me and thought the same things I have. But I've had a fun time this year playing this game. It's been a crazy time. And I just want to give you guys a thank you for everyone who stopped by the channel in the past year and just watched me. It means the world to me that you have stuck by with me throughout this time. And whatever this next journey has for us, I hope I get to see you guys there with me. That'd be cool. But that's it. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a good one. Much love and appreciation to each and every one of you. And I'll see you guys next time with another video. Goodbye.